Hi there, amazing artists. Today I'm going to show you how to create a minion using the earth clay. The earth clay you're using is a gray color, and you're going to start by creating a pinch pot using about half of the clay, and then the other half will be for details like the minion's clothes and his glasses or his hair, whatever you decide to do. So I'm going to separate this into two separate pieces. One half will be for the body of the minion, the other half will be for the details and other things that I want to add. So I'm going to start with the bigger piece, and I'm going to roll it into a sphere. And it doesn't need to be a perfect sphere, it just needs to be round like a ball. And then you're going to turn this into what is called a pinch pot. So you're going to push your thumb into the clay, but don't push it all the way through. Notice on this side there's a little indentation. On the other side there is no opening. So I want to make sure that it's just an indentation, not a hole. And then I'm going to use my pinching fingers like a crab's claw, and I'm just going to pinch around the outside here. And I'm trying to make the minion's body. So I kind of want to make it a roundish shape at the top. Now, because clay has to dry and it can't have any air bubbles in it, your minion isn't going to be closed at the bottom. It's just going to be open, kind of like a bell. So this will be the top of your minion, this will be the bottom. You can round these parts in a little bit if you want, but you need to leave an opening. We're not going to give our minion's legs to stand on. He's just going to sit. So if you want to make him sitting with his feet facing to the front, that looks great. But you decide how you want his body to look. So you're making the form of his body, like that. And then we're going to start adding some details. When you add details, you can use a couple of different techniques. One technique is rolling a coil. So if you're making little feet for him, you want to roll a nice thick coil for his feet so it looks like he's sitting. And then you can kind of push this part up like that and make it so that it looks like a little foot. And now I'm going to make another one. So I'm making a little bit of a coil, pushing it down, making it thicker, and then holding it like this, I'll just push this part up to make it like a foot. So your fingers are your best tools, but if you'd like to use any of the other tools that are in the tray that's on your table, you can use those as well. So I want them to look kind of similar and be the same size. And I'm going to attach them to the front here. So to attach the two pieces of clay, we can't just push them together because this clay needs some glue and some texture on it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this toothbrush here, and it's got a little bit of dust on it, so I'm just going to try to get some of that off without dusting myself. Okay, I used this the other day, so it has a little bit of dust on it. And then I'm just going to scratch where I want the feet to go to give it a little bit of a rough texture. You can see there that it is changed. And then I'm also going to scratch the part where it's going to connect on the foot. I hope that's the right way. Yes, because this is going to be his toes. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Now, after I do that, I'm going to dip my toothbrush in a little bit of water, and then I'm just going to tap the water on there. That's what's going to act like the glue. So I'm going to connect these to my minion like that, and I can stick my finger on the inside there and push it, and then I'm going to smooth it with my finger to make a nice connection so it looks like it's part of his body. So I'm going to do the same with this one. So those are going to be his feet. Or if you want to make a girl minion, you can make a girl minion. I don't think I've seen a girl minion on that, but you can make that. Now here, if you want to smooth this part down, this is where the tools work really well because my fingers can't get in there. I can use the tools to push these parts together and make them look more uniform and together as one piece. So I can do that there. Okay. So there's some little feet there. I might have to make one a little bit smaller, but it's a good start. So those are going to be my minion's feet. Now I'm going to need to make some minion arms and hands. I'm going to roll another coil, and then I can make a little hand to go on it. So you can make your minion however you'd like. but you want to try and be kind of creative. We only have one class to make our minions, so you want to make them quickly and make them well made. So there's his little hand there, and then I just connect it the same way. I might have to make that a little shorter. They have short little arms. So then I'm gonna scratch there. There's already a little water on it, so I might not need as much. Scratch here, little tiny bit of water, and then push it together. Oh, that looks so cute. Now I can bend this a little bit and make it so that it looks like a minion. It's starting to look really cool. So then I'm going to do one on the other side. You're also going to use some other techniques like slabs. A slab is a flat piece of clay, kind of like a pancake. So if you want to make a slab, you just flatten out a piece of clay so it looks like a pancake. So if you want to do that for the little goggle and then a coil to go around the head, you can do that, and you can add some hair. I'm just going to continue working on this guy, and I'll fast forward it so that you guys can see it. But I'll stop talking so that I can continue my work. Oops. Now after I'm done getting all of those details, I can use the tools to kind of make his little overalls and kind of draw into the clay but not get rid of it necessarily. And you can also like push down on the clay a little bit to make it a little bit deeper, so it looks like the clothes are sticking out kind of. So I'm sorry, I'm really close to myself. I hope they got that on video. So you're just kind of drawing and then pressing in, and if your fingers aren't fitting in there, you can also use the tools to press into that part and make it indented a little bit so it sticks out. The tools are really good for that. I don't recommend the tools for like cutting the clay because they break really easily. They're good for making textures and things like that and smoothing out your clay when you can't reach. So he's got some clothes on there. I kind of wish that he was a little bit taller, so maybe if I were to do this again later, I would make him a little taller and maybe fix his hands a little bit. So I might work on this guy a little bit more and maybe make him so that he can have some more details on him. But I think that it's a good start. When you're done, you're going to take your clay and you're going to place it on the clay cart over by the kiln room. And there will be a piece of paper on top of the clay cart for your artwork. There's a section there that has your name on it. You're just going to put your clay minion where your name is. So I'm going to work on this guy a little bit more, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun making your minion.